Hi guys, this is LaShawn from Scarlet Moon Creations, and this is my January 2020 Witchy Plan With Me video. This is the first video plan of 2020, technically, or no, hopefully this goes up New Year's Eve instead of New Year's Day. But anyway, my first plan with me for 2020, and yeah, I had hoped to have a new cover, but I don't. It's okay. I still love this one. And by new, I mean one that I made myself, at least. But that's okay. I got other new stuff. Um, in case you missed them, I put up 5 videos for my annual reflection, review, and setup. Um, Instead of one super long video like I did at the end of 2018, I broke it up into several videos. Those have all gone up. That is my 2019 review, my 2019 flip through, my 2020 annual objectives, my 2020 pre-planning, and my 2020 bullet journal, annual bullet journal setup. Do check all of those out. They're great. I worked very hard on them. And I have to say that I do have new things within my bullet journal. As you know, I use a traveler's notebook system. This insert is one I made myself. I'm keeping it because I still have I had slightly less than half of it set up empty, and I still have several more pages since I set up my 2020 annual collection spreads. I am also keeping, for now, this Muji insert. This is, I forget what it's called, but it's the small one since it's only $1.50 here in the United States, and I'll be using, again, I only got through half of it, so I have the other half to continue to use, at least for the first quarter of this year. New to you guys completely is another Muji insert, which I think, do I have this in here backwards? No, I don't have this in here backwards. Do I? No. Anyway, this is another Muji. This is a Muji notebook. This one is lined and dotted. I don't know how well you guys can see, but so it has lines going across every page, and then slightly lighter, there are vertical dots. So it's technically gridded. They have dotted notebooks, but whenever I go to the store, I can never find them. So whatever. This one is, as you can see, $6. I don't know. I really like the paper. Muji does not really let you know what kind of paper they have, but I have done pen tests on this before, on both, and it does okay with the watercolor, with the tumbles, and a water brush, with brush tip pens, with all kinds of water based inks, archival ink, and even India ink. There's a bit of ghosting, but that doesn't bother me much. So with that being said, that's what I'm using for at least the first half of 2020. This thing has, I think, around 200 pages in it, maybe 150, I don't know. But I'm ready to go, honestly. So the theme this month, I'm continuing the whole Art Deco thing, and using the gold pen that I used in my 2020 annual setup. This is a Faber-Castell Artist Pen 1.5 bullet tip, if I could get it on camera. And this is in gold. It worked well enough for me, so that's how we'll continue to go. So let us get started with the planning, and I'll come back and explain things. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, as always, my supplies are linked in the description down below. And you might have noticed in the last couple of videos, I've had like my tablet over here or over here in the background playing other Plan With Me videos. Isn't that the point of Plan With Me? So you can plan with them. I'm not often doing the same thing as that they are doing, but I like doing my planning while watching other people doing their planning. It's sort of like a buddy system. And if that is what you're doing with my videos, then yay. I'm glad I could be of assistance. So I'm going to set up what I'm going to watch. I usually make playlists and of the Plan With Me videos I want to watch. But yeah, I've talked enough. Let's get started. And I am all set up. So let's start with my content calendar. So as you can see, I'm keeping the theme of the kind of gold and black 1920s Art Deco look, but kind of a sunburst thing. I'm not sure. Like the original plan when I laid this out was to have like alternating gold and the regular page colors, or gold and black. I started here and then I wasn't sure, so I stopped. I'll continue thinking about it. I have the post-it notes. I just haven't cut them up and put them in place yet. It's I'm a little stressed out today, so I'll do that in a more comfortable setting. But yeah, I also, so in the past, I've just like named the month, the majority of the month that the lunar cycle falls in. If you don't know, I plan following the moon's cycle. I start during the dark moon, or more popularly known as the new moon, and cycle back until then. So this is going up late because the last dark moon was Wednesday, December 25th, and this is the end of the year, almost a week later. But life happened, as I explained in my last video. Anyway, So instead of putting January content calendar, I put Capricorn content calendar because that fits better um, to me. Uh, I might change these title to the moon names, but I don't know. That doesn't fit for me as well. But I put December to January there just so I know. When I first penciled this out, I just put January dates and then I realized that, hey, I did that wrong. And I still did it wrong because I do need the 25th because that's when the next new moon is. But it is what it is. I don't think I'll have a campaign here, so it'll mostly be about products and YouTube videos for January. Oh, and then my next weekly will go here. But that will, you'll see in my January review. Now on to my monthly log and daily setup. I forgot. Continuing with, I like having the cover pages, but I didn't want to, you know, pigeonhole myself like I did last year with um, what was on the cover pages, what I plan to have on the cover pages, and then not being able to get to that stuff and therefore being unable to fill in the cover pages. So just going with the title and like the theme of whatever I'm drawing that particular month and keep it simple. If I want to put more, I'll put more. But this is fine. I do want to have the cover pages because they're a good like mark to separate each lunar month out. Now here's my monthly log. Um, again, kept it simple. I'm using this washi tape. I don't remember where I got it from, but probably Michael's. It looks very Art Deco-y to me. So I stuck it on there and I'll probably put it on the other pages. Here I might use this for headers because I don't want to draw everything with this gold pen. Like I literally just got it. I don't want to use it up in a month basically. So this will probably be the gold you see on my dailies. But yeah, so I have a lot happening this month. My parents' anniversary, though I don't really have much to do with that. New Year's Day, that's also the beginning of the 31 Days of Tarot for 2020, a kind of divination question challenge that Ethany does every year. Link in the description down below. I've done it the past 2 years. Last year I did it on Instagram, IGTV. The previous year I did it on YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't started filming yet, and it's kind of coming to a crunch. I'll probably do weekly videos, though. I know I'm not going to answer every single question, but we'll see. I have our Yule ritual. It got canceled from last month because I had my massive heart arrhythmia attack. I don't even know what to call them, honestly. But yeah, I just couldn't do it, and they decided to cancel altogether instead of just going on without me, and we rescheduled for the 5th. Booktube Spirit Week, I wanted to do that. Don't know if I will. I only have plans for 3 days. 2 out of the 5 days, I should say. 3 days, don't know what to do exactly. And I have so much else to film and post and do, so I might not get to it, but I put it there anyway. My friend's birthday party, his actual birthday, the full moon, and my dad's birthday are coming up. I plan to go upstate to visit friends on the third weekend of January, so I put that in there. And then the new moon, I will probably be babysitting at some point, once or twice, but I don't know the dates yet, so we'll see. Um, yeah, I didn't erase any of my pencil marks here or anywhere yet, so it's a bit messy. But like I said, 31 Days of Tarot, reading videos like for the year. So my plan was December, I will have all the wrap up and review and planning videos for 2020 done in December, and then in January I will do the wrap up review and planning or setup videos for 2020 for reading in January. So my favorite books will be coming. Uh, Maybe 2009 awards. I don't know. Least favorites, most surprising, and most disappointing books. I've done videos for that. Oh, and also the decade challenge, which I didn't put here, but I really want to do that video. Um, and that will that will definitely fit with the Spirit Week Day 1 theme. Apply for jobs. 40 messages on dating apps. So if you remember back here, one of my top 5 goals is to date this year, and I told myself 10 messages per week. So if we have 4 weeks, that's 40 messages. So I have to send or reply to 10 messages every week. My plant ally for the month is woodruff, and the essential oil is lavender, and I have both so I can get cracking on those. 12 omendes, which I've already started, and I have pulled an oracle card and a tarot card for each month as well. So, and I talked about that. December review video will come in a couple of weeks. File my taxes for free. FB ads I need to design and price out and then schedule. Start working on my spring restock and set up the spring sale. That means designing and scheduling the images to promote said sale. And the same for the restock, to be perfectly honest. I want to clear off my desktop, not this. This is not a desk, actually. But I might move to my desktop once I figure out where all that crap is going to go and start filming there, just because it's more comfortable. Part of the reason this in my last video is late is because I was so tired I couldn't like sit where I'm sitting right now, and don't want to do that in the future. So this is like a hutch thing, and it's good for all of my supplies and stuff, and I like having the white background. I plan to repaint these. This is burn spots and what is this? A candle wax that melted on here and then peeled up the paint when I took it off. So I'll repaint those spots and use my desk possibly for filming, though it's darker. It's a dark wood. It's not painted like this. Donate a suitcase full of books, though these are the oldest ones I've had on eBay that have not sold, so I'm just gonna donate them. Like I said, babysitting is supposed to happen. Don't know what dates yet. A full moon spread in my journal, in my spiritual journal, a new moon spread in my spiritual journal, and pulling cards for colors of the month. So part of the reason this is continuing the look of my 2020 setup is because I didn't pull out cards for my color of the month. So I didn't know what else to use. I wasn't prepared. This works though. So yeah, these are the projects and things I'll be focusing on this month. Field and Sky Notes. I loved this the past few months, so I'm continuing it with it. Field Notes is just stuff I noticed happening around me in my neighborhood, and the Sky Notes is astrology notes, which I get from the astrology podcast, and the January overview of what's going on in the sky astrologically will be here once that comes out. Release and manifest. So this is another spread. I believe I got this from Rebecca Getchell, and I've been loving it the past few months. So this is just for me to put things I want to release during the full moon, the things I want to manifest during the next new moon. And it's nice just to put them here as I think of them, and then that will help when I make the spreads in my spiritual journal. But also just a few key words about what I wanted to release and what I wanted to manifest during that lunar month. Um, and yeah, keeping the theme going. This is a new spread, and it's pretty blank because, or a new page. I don't know exactly how I want to put the layout. I haven't played with it enough. I knew, first of all, I want to keep track of the books I'm reading every month, but I don't want to like just list the books. That's not what Goodreads is fine with that. It's more stats, like how am I reading the book? Is it a physical book? Is it a library book? Is it a book that I own? Is it an audio book? Is it YA adult children's book? Is it a pagan book or a divination book, or is it a fantasy, or is it a memoir? What? So that kind of information, I just don't know how I want to lay it out on the page. The other thing is music. I feel like I haven't, well, I know I haven't been paying attention to American music in the past 10 years or so, on purpose, really, because especially the beginning of the last decade, I was just really, like, not disgusted, but, like, bored with what I was hearing. And then I discovered K-pop purely by accident and have been submerged in that there. I'm not giving up K-pop, but I like the idea. I've seen people have, like, playlists every month of what they're listening to, but I also want to have stats. Um, so I'm kind of somewhat combining two YouTubers. So Amanda Racely, she didn't come up with this, but I like it. Her monthly playlist page that she does, which is nice. But also there's a guy, I don't remember his name because I've only seen like 2 videos and that was months ago, who does these videos where he's like trying to stand so and so artist. So I think he did a video like trying to stand Halsey, and I like that idea. So he just like submerged himself in Halsey's music and went from there. Like I said, I really like that idea. So I would like to keep track of who I plan to listen to and what I liked from them and make a playlist. I wasn't sure about having two separate spreads. I didn't know how I wanted to lay things out. So I just put them all on one page for right now. And I guess when I do my January review next month, you'll see how things unfolded. Memories page, as always, will be filled out at during when I do my review of the month, as will my monthly review pages, and then my dailies will start here. So that is my setup in my new Muji notebooks. This thin one that's $1.50 is the bind notebook, and then this $6 one is the regular notebook. All supplies, as always, will be linked down in the description below. What do you guys think of my plan with me? Let me know if you have ideas about books, spreads, and layouts, and also stuff for music as well, because as I said, I haven't figured out how I want to put stuff on the page yet. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're looking forward to any of the things I just talked about, any of the videos that I plan on having come out in this lunar cycle, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, and Happy New Year!